Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Live. I apologize for not being live last night. I had some kind of stuff to make up for it on a Monday. But tonight I wanted to talk about ice fishing. We got a lot of stuff coming up, guys. Actually, a lot of exciting stuff coming up. The ice is getting good. I was out places. Um, Iosco County, you can get out and check some of the ice. Just be safe. If you are going to get out, make sure you use your spud your way out, check the ice. But a lot of the small places out there, a lot of the smaller lakes, some of the bays, some of them places are pretty good. So get out there, check the ice, make sure you're being safe about it. I don't want to hear about anybody getting hurt, but yeah, get out and check the ice. Look forward to fishing with you, man. Hey, Conquest, how's it going, man? I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling good today. Feeling really good. I spent quite a while today driving around looking for ice. There is a lot of good places to fish right now, so yeah, you just got to get out and scout for it. That's for sure. But tonight I was actually going to talk about RBM lures some more. Also, any other ice fishing we come across that we want to talk about, but I've got my box already. This is all I'm going to use. I'm waiting to get a jig box from RBM still, but for now, this is all RBM tackle, other than the bells. Those are South Bend and some other cheap company. But yeah, I'm excited to put all this RBM stuff to work, guys. It's going to be great. I'm planning already. I think Wednesday is when I'm going to go out and do some pan fishing. So you're going to have it out. You're going to have an episode coming really soon. I am super excited to bring that to you guys because I know you're probably chomping at the bit as much as I am. And it sucks. This winter keeps letting us down. It keeps making us think we're ready to go, and then it out of nowhere shoots us down and gets rid of the ice. What's happening, Todd? How you doing, buddy? Hey there, Steve. Yep, be ice fishing real soon, man. I'm gonna hit the ice on Wednesday. I'm gonna go out tomorrow and do some more scouting while I'm at it, find more places that I can fish. But for now, I do know that there is ice, Todd. I've actually heard middle of the state that they've got some places to fish right now too. I don't know about the truth in that because I don't live in the middle of the state, but obviously it's away from the Great Lakes, so it gets a chance to solidify before all that heavy wind comes because we get hit with the wind on the east side, and I'm sure they do on the west side too. But in the middle, you've got a little bit of a stopper, so they probably got some ice in the middle. But yeah, we got ice up here. I went out today. I was actually on Grand Lake. I walked out there. There was 6 or 7 shanties out there. I was chatting with a guy from Saginaw who was catching some perch. It's one of my favorite places out there to fish, but there is a lot of other good places to fish. Just get out and check the ice. It's definitely good. Hey there, Bob. How you doing, buddy? Oh, there you go, Todd. Heck yeah, man. I'm actually helping this weekend. I'm helping Rich move into his house. He's moving up here for good with his wife, so I'm going to help them out. But yeah, I am going to be on the ice Wednesday. I'm going to be on the ice as much as possible throughout the next week because next Thursday or Friday, one of those 2 days, I'm going to be on Michigan Outdoors, and I have to get out and find perfect spot. I want to make sure I've got a really, really good spot. You guys, for all of you that watch my fishing stuff, you know that I catch some big panfish. That is what I'm looking for. I don't want to put Michigan Outdoors on anything little. I want to make it worthwhile. So yeah, I'm going to be hitting the ice. I'm going to scout out a lot, try and find some really great fishing spots. And it should be an epic episode. I'm pretty pumped to get on there. And yeah, I'm honored just to be part of it. So, hey, Jason, how's it going, buddy? Good, Bob. I'm glad, man. Yeah, Rich probably, I don't know if Rich knows I'm even live tonight. It was kind of an out of the blue. I wanted to make it up for you guys because last night I definitely wasn't feeling the best. So, and I noticed some of you commented on my cooking video that I was feeling better, but I wasn't. That was actually the cooking video was pre-filmed last week. So, yeah, that wasn't really from yesterday, but I wanted to get that out there for you guys so you could see the beaver cooking video. That beaver tail is actually really good. Thanks, sis. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm a little stressed because I got to find just the right spot, but it's going to be really good. Hey, thank you, Woodward. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm blessed to be having the chance. I was actually going to be on it a couple years back, and they wanted to do it in my trout spot, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to let that info out, so I missed out on that chance. But this year I'm not. This year I'm going to be on the show, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hey Shane, thanks brother. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I went driving around today, guys. There's definitely some ice up north. You just gotta get out and drive to find it. And like I said, there's probably some in the middle of the state. I don't know about Houghton Lake, but that's a good place to check. That's a good question, James. I'm not sure, man. I don't know. I don't know if they air them like a month later, or I'm sure it's going to be a little later, but I don't know how much later. But I'm definitely slash, pike, bass, whatever episode. So mostly panfish. I'm gonna try and find a really good panfish spot. It should be a lot of fun. But I'm gonna get out this week and do a lot of working around trying to find good spots. I am really pumped though to try out these, especially for pike and bass and walleye and even big perch. I think a lot of people, when you look at a lure like this, you think of bigger fish. But honestly, if you watch any of my videos from last year, you'll see I was nailing them with jigging wraps, which are kind of like this, but this has a more slender body. It's a wider, but it's more slender, and I think with that sleekness, it's going to go through the water like crazy. It should dance like just awesome, and they've got a really good hook on there. I mean, just all around, this thing's it's made really well. So yeah, these are the eye catchers. I'm really looking forward to using these. This one here is the Yep Purple. If you go to lakeeffectlures.com, you can check out all the other kinds. They've got a whole bunch. The one that I'm missing right now is actually Wonder Bread. I am looking forward to that one though. Hey Jimbo. Yep, back for ice fishing, buddy. Okay, Southeast Michigan. Yeah, I kind of figured down there it's been a little warmer. Hey John, how you doing, brother? Soft water, there you go. Nice. Very nice, Bill. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it should be a good show. I've always loved their show too. I've been watching them since I was a little kid. So yeah, it should be really good. I'm excited to meet them. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day, man. I'm looking forward to it too, Shane. I was gonna choose tomorrow, but I actually want to get out and try to find some more ice. I need to keep checking. But yeah. Oh yeah, definitely an interesting color pattern. They have all of their patterns are just totally different than they're not like any other pattern, and that's what I like. They're different than all the rest of the stuff on the market. Not only, I mean, these are good patterns, but I like the fact that they're different. They're standing out. They're not the same as everybody else. So yeah, they've got some good ones. That one's the red leopard. That's a good color right there. All their colors are pretty dang good. Hey PA, what's going on, buddy? 53, Bill. Oh man. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, I guess I wouldn't complain if it was 53 and I was able to get out fishing and still be comfortable. But yeah, I'm ready for this though. I'm definitely ready. This one here, I know would be well, where's the one? This is probably going to be my favorite color this year. This is the Yep Purple. I really think this is going to be a killer color. I mean, like I said, guys, all of their patterns are really good. Here's their Fire Tiger pattern. They've got their own type of Fire Tiger pattern. It's different than any other Fire Tiger you see. So again, just really cool. And the price really isn't bad. If you look at the price of these compared to like, Rapala and that, it's fair. It's really fair. Southwest Michigan. Yeah, it's tough, Austin. I mean, I know I'm feeling, man. Uncle Dale used to call me all the time, and he wasn't able to get out. But yeah, this here's the goby pattern, which I really like, especially for most of our lakes up here. They've got gobies, so and to me, this is a pretty good pattern as far as the goby goes. That's matches up pretty good. Yeah, you're gonna like RBM, Shane. They're really good, man. I'm gonna be ice fishing 100% sure on Wednesday, Jason, but who knows? I might get out tomorrow too. I know tomorrow I'm going to be out scouting, but yeah, you never know when I'm going to wet a line. I was out today though checking ice and I found some good spots. So, oh dang. Well, that sounds like a busy time there, PA. That's cool though, man. Been skunked. That ain't no good. I tell you though, my buddy posted a picture the other day. He caught a muskrat. It was yesterday. A muskrat and a bobcat in the same trap in a 330 conibear that was set in a culvert for beaver. That was the craziest thing I've seen. Yeah, the goby should be killer for sure for pike and especially walleye, man. Walleye feed heavily on these gobies and bass if the smallmouth were to come through, but it's going to be a good walleye color for sure. I was up that way today, Plumber, but I did not get out on the ice. I did hear though, somebody gave a report that they were out there and that it was, I guess it was safe, but it was really bad. They said that the water was really murky, like it was several years ago. I'm really hoping they don't mess it up again like they did. Where I don't know if you remember it, but they one year they messed around and raised the dam, and they just had the water all messed up throughout the whole ice season. It was really a mess. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about it, buddy. I'm actually going to make some sets through the ice. That's exactly what I was thinking, and it had to have been right on its butt, man, to get him like that. It was the coolest thing. In fact, I think I got a picture. I think I got a picture saved in my phone of him. He's a friend of mine on Facebook, but man, I'll tell you, it was just something I've never seen before. And I don't know, man. If it would have happened to me, I probably would have freaked out. Uh, well, maybe I don't have it. I thought I had it. Nope, I might not. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, this right here, guys. That is a bobcat and a muskrat in the same trap together. He had to have been trying to eat that muskrat. That's all I can think. I would have just been blown away. That's crazy. Very cool. Yep, RBM Lake Effect Lures. Yeah, they're a company here out of Michigan. They have some really great tackle. They've got these ice jigs. You know, I'm a sucker for tungsten. You know, last year that's all I used was tungsten. They have really, really great colors. I'm excited to put them to the test. The one that I really like, I was talking to him about today. Now, this one here is just a 4 millimeter. Okay, they call this one Valentine because it's got pink and red and orange dots on it. It's kind of like Wonder Bread, but it's got all this reddish colors, which I think is just going to be killer. That's the one that I'm going to tie on to try first for Wednesday. But they've got all kinds of other ones too. 14th and 15th. Yeah, it'll be good by then for sure, but I'm pretty sure they're fishing it right now. These, I didn't realize it when I showed you guys the first time. These are both Wonder Bread patterns. These are just 3 mils, so they're really small. But one of these is gold, other one's white. They also have a silver Wonder Bread. I think that's cool that they're putting different colors. They're putting the Wonder Bread on different color backgrounds. It's a neat idea. Hey, James, how's it going, man? All right, I'll show it, Shane. There goes being ridiculous. Yep, that's today. That was Shane's catch today. Using tungsten jigs. They love tungstens. Tungsten's the way to go, guys. Like I mentioned last year, they're smaller, but they're heavier. They're easier to get down faster because that's the name of the game. When you are in a school of panfish, it's all about getting down there quick. You got to keep on them because those panfish are going to move. And the faster you get down, the faster you can keep them around. You don't want to just you don't want to have an empty screen. You don't want to you don't want them to not have something in front of their face because they will move. And when they move, who knows if or when they'll be back. So, yep, that's for sure. Yeah, I showed that all last spring for panfish. I was using tungstens. They work really good. Let's see. Here's a 5 mil. See, this is for starting out, especially first ice. The fish are really, really active on first ice. So, yeah, they're all tungsten, Shane. But yeah, first ice, they're all active. So I'm going to use the biggest ones I have. These are 5 millimeter, which is still not very big. They're not huge. But I'm going to start off with 5 mil. This is a chrome Wonder Bread, which I know is going to just kill. That is going to be good. I'm going to start off with the 5 mil though. If 5 mil, and then the 3 mil, like I said, guys, come during the season when the fishing gets kind of tough. That's when you want to downsize, and those 3 mils are going to be where it's at for when the fish are getting sluggish. Yeah, gold is great. Gold is a good color in any combination. Yeah, I agree, Austin. Yep. Tungsten's definitely the best, man. I mean, yeah, they cost a little more, but it's well worth it. You catch, I mean, twice as many fish. So, yeah, I mean, gold's a good color regardless. When I was out last year and I caught those 2 14+ inch perch on Long Lake, there was a guy out there jigging with a little tiny gold tungsten, and that's his go-to for walleye. That's all he uses for walleye. I mean, they work great for everything, but he just puts a little perch minnow on that little tiny tungsten and he hammers them. I think it was only like a 4 mil. It was really small. Yeah, thanks, sis. If you guys haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. It definitely helps. Yeah, jigging spoons are good. They're actually going to be building one for, they're talking about making one for next year, so that would be nice. Yeah, the 5 mil is definitely where it's at for early ice. Let's see, I'll find another good 5 mil here. 4 mil. I only got a few 5 mils. I'm waiting for my next order to come in. Yeah, that's just a little one. They've got this little brown bomber. This is a 5 mil. Brown red with some chartreuse. That's going to be a good color. They've got a lot of good colors. If you have not checked them out yet, make sure you go on lakeeffectlures.com. Check them out because they have some really, really good colors. Yeah, glow colors are hard to beat, definitely at night. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Shane. They got some good. I was going to show off the plastics tonight, too. Because one thing, I actually messed up when I showed you guys some plastics before. I didn't realize I had 2 different ones that look the same, but they're different. Hey, Snappy, how's it going, brother? Yeah, Jigging Wraps, like I said, I did well last year on Jigging Wraps. I also did well on the shads, the rattle traps and stuff through the ice. But this is the RBM style of a jigging wrap. It's more slender. It's still got the tail to dance, and it's got a really good hook. I think this is going to be killer. And if you look closely by that hook, it's actually got a little bit of a swivel clip, so that if you want, you can swap that out. You could put a different hook on there, no problem. That's cool because you don't see that with any other company. You can't really just swap out the hook whenever you want on other stuff, especially some of the stuff like the jigging wrap. Hey, thanks, Robert. I'm definitely feeling better, man. Definitely feeling better. 15. Oh, no. I don't want any of that, man. Now, these right here are a couple of their plastics. I showed these before. They almost look the same, but they're not. I mean, other than color. I didn't realize one here, it's a twin tail. They've got 2 tails. which I think is going to work better. Also, the smell with these things is awesome. It's a garlicky, I think it's garlic mixed with anise, but it's a really good smell. Now check this out, and it's a good soft plastic. Like I said, I don't like hard, soft plastics. Not sure if you can see, but it actually has 2 tails. So when you're jigging that thing in the water, you're going to get some extra wiggle out of that. This one has just the 1 tail, but it's got a ball tip on the end of it there. So it should be great too. I'm excited to try these. This year I'm going to be trying nothing but plastics. If they don't work, I'm not going to catch fish, but I do have a feeling that I'm going to be catching fish regardless. But yeah, they've got these two. These are 2 different styles here. You've got a twin tail and then the single tail. These are made by RBM Jigs. If you just type in RBM Jigs on Google, or you can go to LakeEffectLures.com, you can get these. They have a whole fun season. Yeah, rattling baits are always great. Oh, you're welcome, Shane. Yeah, I tied up Shane. He ordered 30 of my tip-up harnesses, and I tied them up for him. And man, they kill. They're really good. You anything, because it's got that extra blade on it. It works great for pike, walleye, perch. I catch a lot of really big perch on those. Spike mixed with the 2 tails. Oh yeah. Yep, absolutely. The RBM products, you go to LakeEffectLures.com. That's where you can look up all their products. They have, thank you, sis. Yeah, they have a mixture of, I don't even have half of their stuff. They have some really great stuff. And in a little bit, I'm going to show you one of their rods here that I've got rigged up too. Yeah, you're welcome. Now here, this one I know for a fact is going to work because it's almost like a wiggler. I can't get all the arms to unfurl. They're like all stuck under my fingers and sticking to each other. But in the water, all these little legs are going to let loose. This is to me, it's like a wiggler imitation. Now that right there, and I love the color, that lime green, and it's got some sparkles in it. That's going to be a good color and a good pattern right there. Hey, Jim, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, if you guys make an order, thanks for reminding me, Shane. If you guys make an order for Lake Effect Lures, make sure you put in all caps LT Outdoors, and you can get 10% off your purchase. You definitely don't want to forget that. That's a good deal. Darn right, Josh. That's cool, man. It's a lot of fun. It's always nice to try stuff like that. Hey, Luke. Hey, we got ice up here, buddy. It's ready to roll. Hey, Ray, what's going on, dude? We definitely got ice, man. You know it. Oh, yeah, bass would love that lime green. I think anything's gonna. Now, this one, it's going to be hard. They're so tiny. Look at the tail. I mean, just me, like, how much I shake makes that tail go. But this thing's got a body like a tadpole. That is going to be a really good one. They've got them in, you can get all different colors. Look at this purple color one. That's going to be killer. All these are going to be really good, but I think that's going to be one of my best ones right there. Oh, you're going to love it, Snappy. It's going to be good, man. They've got a lot of great stuff. Yeah, I hear you, man. It's always a waiting game. I honestly, there's a lot of them. You just got to get out and look. I drove all around today, found a lot of ice. One of my favorite places to fish that I did videos on last year was Grand Lake. I did walk out there today. There was 4 inches where I was at. Now, if you go out, I don't care where you go, be careful. Just because I say there's good ice on different lakes doesn't mean they're all good. You got to go out, take your time, spud your way out. I don't want to hear about anybody falling through. That's for sure. Actually, they all say floppy bodies on the packaging here, but when you go to the website, you're gonna see you'll see the difference in them all. They've all got different names. Yeah, ton of ice. Not yet. Hey, Creekwater, how you doing, buddy? Beaver tail. Well, I tell you what, Luke, I will do that. I tried it last year, and I think they were just cut too thick for the bluegills. This one's one of my favorites because it's kind of like a leech, but the shape is also like a minnow, which anybody that ice fishes knows how good minnows are. It's thicker at the top than it is at the bottom. This is something that, especially because it's nice and soft, I think if I just hooked that right through the head, just through the head and jigged it, that thing is going to go crazy down there, and the fish are going to love it. And it's hard to tell, but this is white, and it's actually got red spots. Like, it's got red specks inside of it, so it's a really cool color. Heck, he told me it was just Grand Lakes up in Presque Isle County. 1 can of Cowboy Chew. That stuff's good, man. It really wakes you up too. Yeah, there's some pink ones. These are they're gonna be good, man. Like I said, they've really outdone themselves, and these plastics are not everything they have. They have a whole bigger selection on their website, lakeeffectlures.com. You go to that website and you'll see they've got a huge selection of tackle. They've got a lot of these. These are their tungstens. I know some of you were kind of new on here, so I'll show you. Yeah, I'll go with 3 mil. Let's see, what do I want? This is a Phantom. 3 millimeter is really small, but like I said, guys, late in the season when those fish get finicky, that is going to be where to go. Hey, Nicholas, how's it going, buddy? Oh, I gotcha. Dang. Now this here, it's only 3 mil, so it's super small. These, even though they look different, it's the same pattern. This is called the Phantom. The one on the bottom is more of a gunmetal color. The one up top is actually chrome, but they've got the same paint pattern on them. These are both 3 millimeter Phantoms. They got a lot of cool different colors, a lot of cool different sizes. They got 3, 4, and 5 mil, which are excellent sizes. My favorites are 5. I do really good on 5, but like I said, later in the season when those fish start slowing down, you're going to need smaller ones. There's a 5 mil with blue polka dots. I mean, anything with polka dots is great. You guys, last year, if you watch my videos, you'll see the polka dots were killer on just about everything. Oh yeah, Luke, there's Wellman's went all out, man. They, for those of you that come through Oscoda, Michigan, I highly suggest you stop into Wellman's Bait and Tackle there by the bridge. Check out their selection of RBM jigs, because they have, I mean, they bought a ton of plastics. They bought a ton of the jigs. They bought a ton of eye catchers. They've got a mix of everything, and rods. They've got a lot of rods, which reminds me, I wanted to show you guys my rod in here. Hey, Greg, how you doing, buddy? Fish fry and rendered. See, that sounds good, Josh. That sounds really good, because that beaver fat is excellent. I'm going to put on this 5 millimeter tungsten Wonder Bread. This will be what I tie on that I'm going to first fish with. So the first video you guys see me fish, I'm going to be dropping that down. And I'll probably do some lives from the ice like I did last year too. Yeah, that was good. Last year I tipped them with a spike and did really well, but this year I'm really going to try and put my faith in these plastics. Like I said, they're scented. They got a good garlic and I think it's anise scent. So I'm going to put faith in them, and I think I'll do good. Oh yeah, it's going to be a great season, buddy. I can't wait to see what this stuff will do. Oh, cool, Shane. Yeah, Glenny Party Store is going to make an order too. So if you guys ever go through Glenny, you can pick them up there. Dude, that would be so awesome. Oh man, I never even thought of that, Luke. Now you got me even more pumped. All right, this right here, this is the panty stopper. Okay, this is their ultralight version of the rod. The other one, this one's out of stock for the time being, but they're going to have some more made. Not sure when, but they're going to have more made. But this one here is their ultralight, and what I love about it, the tip on this thing is extremely ultralight. But then it gets down to some serious backbone. You can see that right there where it starts tightening up. This rod's got some awesome backbone. The other one that they have on there, the penny popper, that one they have for sale is it's a little more. It's called the super ultralight, and it's a little lighter down the midsection than this one is. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm gonna tie on this Wonder Bread while I'm right here. And this is what I'm going to use this week. I'm not going to put the plastic on yet because I want to keep that in there with all that nice scent. Because I know that if I pull it out and put it on now, there's a chance that the scent could wear off, and I don't want that before I plop it in the water. Right there, nice chrome Wonder Bread. That's going to be an excellent, excellent jig. 5mm guy. Look at the way these things are built is just awesome. This is just my ugly stick reel. It's got 4-pound test on it, and this is not the reel that's going to stay on here. I did order 2 really good reels because this is my springtime reel. I'm just waiting on these good reels to show up so that I can put them on these new rods and get ready to jam them out. But for now, until I get them, that's what I'm going to be using. Oh, that sucks, Alex. Well, come on up, buddy. Oh yeah, they got cool names on the rods, that's for sure. Yeah, I was talking to them, and they should be getting some in before too long, Bob. It should not be long. 2 weeks, Misaki. Okay, very nice, man. How you been doing on the ice, and how much ice you got down there or up there? Oh, Misaki. I know the lake. I don't know what I was thinking. That's the lake that I really wanted to hit because that's supposed to be one of the best panfish lakes in the state. I was reading up on that last year. How much ice you got on Misaki? Oh, very nice, Luke. Very nice. Yeah, they are. They're high quality, and for those, I mean, most of you on here kind of know me. Even if you haven't met me, you've chatted with me enough to know that you know me, and know that I'm not going to lie to you or anything like that. If you see me using something, obviously it works. I don't use junk. I don't use stuff that don't work. Especially rods. I'm not lying when I say this is the highest quality ice rod I have ever owned in my life. Like this, I've used a lot of rods in my life, but this thing here, this is amazing. It really is. I highly recommend these rods from them. To be honest, this is probably $100 rod that you can get for $53 or something. I mean, they put a lot of work into these rods. They're not much different than the one that you would have made up for yourself that would cost you hundreds of dollars. It's a very, very well built rod. You got that cool carbon. I mean, the thing is wicked, and it screws. You tighten the reel on by spinning this right here. I mean, it's nice. They've got lake effect symbol down there on the cork, on the bottom too. I mean, it's really they put a lot of work into these guys. I don't. Actually, I cleaned out my bucket. Let me see, because all I put in my bucket now are my lake effect stuff, but I don't think I got them here. Unless that's one. That is one. Okay, these right here. Oh, this one ain't tied up right. Well, it kind of is. This right here is my harnesses. There's not a whole lot to them. I did a video, I believe, last year showing how I do these. I like to use light line. I'll use 8-pound monofilament. That's like the max that I'll use, because a lot of times these will be working great for walleye or big perch. You don't want to have big, heavy, giant line down there because you might spook off the perch, you might spook off the or the walleye. I mean, if you're going to be fishing for pike, you might as well rig up where you can have the possibility of getting walleye too, if you got walleye in your waters. Oh, not Misaki Lake. Gotcha. 4 to 5 inches. Okay. Yeah, I thought for some reason I thought you said Misaki Lake. Oh, Misaki and Osceola counties. Gotcha. Yeah, their rods are really great. They are definitely worth it. Oh, very nice, creek water. Heck yeah, buddy. That's cool. Yeah, ultralights, they're a lot of fun. Um, but like I said, I want with this ultralight and then the super ultralight that I have, I want something with some backbone. Some people, even like when I was a kid, I would try to get the lightest rod. I wanted something that would bend all the way down. You don't want that. If you want to catch big fish, you don't want something like that. Even if you want big panfish. But if you get a big fish that comes in, you're going to miss a lot of them. You got to have some kind of backbone to set the hook. You just have to. So what I love about these rods here is they're light in the top so that you can get a really good fight out of it. But then in the middle, I mean, look how tough that is. That's I'm pushing hard. That's solid, right up to about there. So you've got all that play from there to there that's going to be a lot of fun. But yet, all this is going to give you that backbone needed to get a good hook set so that if you have a walleye or a big bluegill or something come in, you're not going to mess around and miss them because you've got something whippy and just too light. You don't want something crazy light. This right here is a perfect rod. So is their other one that they have in stock. It's a good one too. That one I still have out in the van. I'm waiting for another reel to come to put on that one. But yeah, this spinner here, guys, that Shane was talking about that he ordered. You can order these from me. They're $2 a piece. I have these blades are really good. I like using these. I usually use a circle hook. I don't like this one. This is too big. It's an octopus hook. This was rigged up for big pike when I was on a pike lake last year. But what I like to do, I usually just normally I just put one bead above the clevis so that this can't slip over the loop. And then I put 4 beads under here and a 5th bead right here that I tie onto the line. You want that tied on there because see, this right here isn't really that good for perch and stuff. I don't like having the beads right there. In like the ones that Shane just ordered from me, you'll notice that there's nothing below the bead that's tied on because that minnow, you can put a sinker down here, which I highly recommend putting a sinker maybe 2 inches above the minnow. But other than that, you don't want all these beads down here, right, putting weight on the hook because that's just going to mess you up when a fish bites it. But yeah, I use a kind of a small circle hook down at the bottom. These beads would not be here. They would be tied up somewhere. And this one's just made wrong. But yeah, usually I'll put a sinker right about there. That way the minnow can swim. He can swim up, but when he hits that sinker, he's going to swim and dance around. But when he hits that sinker, he's not able to get all up to the blade. You don't want them getting to the blade because when they do, they're going to tie around it. They're going to tangle. They get in horrible messes to where you pretty much just got to throw these things away because you're not going to untie it. The circle hooks, good question, Luke. I think I got one right here. To be honest, I cannot remember the size. This is all I use right here. This is for pike, steelhead, walleye. It is not a very big. I mean, you can see compared to my thumbnail there, it's not a very big hook. But that is all I use. I have found over the years, when I was younger, I was all about big hooks. Big hooks, big fish, big bait. No, that ain't true. I use something like this right here. I'll put just a gray or just a regular blue walleye minnow is what I'll put on there. And that's all that's needed. And I put it right behind the head through the back, just barely, because if you put it up close to the head, it keeps that minnow alive for way longer than anywhere else that you could hook it. and it's also easier for the fish to get that hook in their mouth. One thing you got to remember that I've said in some of my videos, the very first thing that fish grab is the head, especially perch. They're going to come in, they eat the minnow's head first. So if you've got your hook right behind the head and that perch comes in and gets it, boom, it's going to be easy to hook them. If you hook them, let's say you hook them in the tail like I did as a kid, you're going to miss a lot of fish because that fish has to swallow that whole thing, which a lot of times they might not. They might spit it out part way through. You was pretty much last year. I caught a ton of big pike. I had no problems. I even caught a big steelhead through the ice on it. Good stuff. Yep, that's true, Shane. Yeah, they do. And what's that's a good thing that you bring up there. The big fish do. They spit the big hooks, especially fish like walleye. Not so much with pike. Pike will usually swallow anything, but if a walleye were to grab it and he feels even the slightest bit of that point on that hook, he's going to spit it. And that's what I love about these circle hooks. The way that they're shaped, they can swallow this and it just stays round in their throat. They usually don't feel it at all. Drop. They drop the big hooks, no problem. Bass are a huge, if you keep losing fish on your tip up and they're taking out a bunch of line and dropping it, almost 100% sure if you're in a bass lake, it's a bass, especially largemouth. They are really good at that. But yeah, I like these little circle hooks. That is all I use. Either a blue or a gray, whichever you can get a hold of. Grays are harder nowadays. But yeah, I just hook them through the back, right past the head. I've shown it in some of my videos. But yeah, that's how I do it, and it works great. Oh, heck yeah, Creekwater. I hope you do well, man. Oh, absolutely, Luke. It is. It's amazing. These little tungstens, last year, sometimes it's a little hairy. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes when you're fighting those big fish on these little dinky jigs, it can be kind of scary. Look at this cool pink tiger. That's a good color right there, good pattern. But yeah, these dinky little jigs with these tiny hooks. You would not think you could get big fish in on this, but I proved it time and time again, even this summer and this spring. I showed you guys that I used I caught big dogfish and everything on these little tungstens. They love them. Hey Mike, how you doing, brother? Size 14? No, I wouldn't say so, especially for a treble. I mean, I go small with my octopus, but if I'm going to use a treble hook, I go even smaller because, like I said, you want them to be able to swallow that. You don't want them to feel the hook. Hey, Dewey, how's it going, brother? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Mid Michigan, 3 inches. Heck yeah, man. That's good. Yep. Yeah, the black ice I don't like, but that's all we got right now. We really haven't had any time for good ice. It's been pretty rough. All this rain and the wind and the snow. Today we got dumped on with like 3-4 inches of snow. And honestly, what I think that's going to do though, because we only have like 3-4 inches on some of our lakes, I think it's going to push down our ice, which it sucks, but after a few good cold days, that's all going to solidify. Snow ice is not the strongest ice in the world, but it's a lot better than 3 inches of just black ice. So I think we're going to have some pretty dang good ice by next week. It's supposed to be really cold next week, too. So I think by the end of next week, especially, pretty much every place up this way is going to be good to go. Oh yeah, that's exactly, Luke. That's my selling point for the tungstens. That is, when I got into using them, that was what I loved most. I can get them things down there so quick. I mean, sure, lead's heavy, but tungsten's way heavier, and it'll get down so fast. Even these little tiny ones. That's the name of the game. You got to be quick getting down. Yeah, I hope you do well, Dewey. I think you're gonna do good, man. Should be really good. Oh boy, there you go. That'll be fun, Nathan. Heck yeah. Yep, I'll tell you those thermals, man. There's something else. I tried fishing out of one last year. Rich has one, and if you've got a buddy heater running in that thing, it'll heat you out of there so fast. They get hot, man. It's crazy. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but man, oh man. Oh, cool. Thanks, Snappy. I appreciate it. Yeah, they got a good deal going on there for some of their combo stuff. Yep, that's great, man. I'm glad that I could hook you up with that. Oh, cool, Mike. There you go. Hard to beat that, dude. I mean, I see people ripping on the gas augers saying, oh, you got to get propane, this and that. But some of us cannot afford that. And there's nothing wrong with a gas auger. Sure, they're heavy, but they get the job done. And a gas auger can drill 20 times the holes. Yeah, see, that's really good creek water. Yeah, see, I wish we were missing the snow because the snow messes us up every time. Hey Jay, how's it going, brother? Hope you're doing good, man. I'm getting ready to hit the ice. Yeah, the clam thermal. Dude, it's crazy. You can't run that heater very long and those things get I mean, I don't know about yours, but Rich's is black and that's enough to soak up the sun right there. So it gets hot quick. Very cool. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to be trying to do. I mean, if it ends up not working, I'm not gonna kick myself and not catch fish. So I will probably carry a container of wax worms or something. But obviously, when I am, you know, fishing, you guys see me. Everything's pretty much live. I don't edit stuff out. You're gonna see if I'm catching fish on the plastics, I'm catching fish. I ain't gonna stick the thing in their mouth and try to show you because I got a feeling a lot of guys try to do that when they're showing off stuff. Hand auger. Oh yeah, definitely a workout, man. I hope it ain't an 8-inch. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Shane. Honestly though, as far as spudding the holes, I think the ice cracks more often when you're spudding a hole than it will when you're augering a hole. At least that's what I've noticed. Because when I go out to test the ice, if I'm sitting there whacking on the ice, usually it causes fractures, whereas the auger going straight through normally doesn't seem to cause as much. The blue and black top, I'm sure that's yeah, probably still gets super hot. Oh heck yeah, Jay. Get a hold of me, man. I'm always down. It's funny you asked that, Dewey. If you're talking the fridge minnow spoon, yes, I do. They are actually excellent. If you watch, I have a lot of videos using the forge minnow spoon. I think it was my second year. That's pretty much all I used. So, yep, they're definitely good. Yep, tip it with a waxy or a minnow head. I do really good with minnow heads, believe it or not, even on bluegill. But yeah, the forage minnow, it works for everything. If I've got a lot of videos out there where I'm slaying perch on it, I'm slaying bluegills, crappie, trout, pike, walleye, you name it. Those forage minnow spoons are definitely good. I've been talking with RBM. They're going to be working on trying to make a spoon pattern for hopefully for next year because spoons are awesome. Ice saws are cool. I always wanted to get one of them. Oh no, Dewey. Oh God, I had one of those when I was younger, man. I could barely get two holes done and I was dead. Uh better man than me. I can't do that. Yep. That's funny, Mike. That was my dad bought one, man, and he hated it. I think it's still sitting in the barn. It probably got a couple holes drilled and that was it. See, I've got a 6-inch strike master and I love that thing. Yep, it's a dream of mine to get down there and do some duck hunting. Definitely a dream of mine. This one right here, guys, this is again only a 3 mil. I got to get my hands on some 5 mil of this stuff, but this is the color they're calling Carnival. It's got all the different Carnival colors in it. It's really cool. Again, all these polka dotted ones are great, especially white with polka dots. White is a good lure through the ice, but you get the polka dots in there and they are great. Last year I slayed with them. They're going to be good again this year. Hey, Michael, I'm in Michigan, buddy. Yeah, that's I drill a lot of holes. Usually when I'm on the hunt for fish, I don't quit till I find them. There's days I'll drill 50 to 90 holes on a body of water. And yeah, I can't do that anymore with the hand auger. Just can't do it. When I was younger, I could drill a lot, but I don't know if I could drill that much. But I see I got a lot more new people on here. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. I'm going to show again real quick because I know some of you are newer and haven't seen these, but these are the eye catchers made by Lake Effect Lures. They are kind of like a jig and wrap, but look how narrow these things are. I think that's going to make it jig better through the water. I think you're going to get more dance out of this thing. And then, as I showed earlier, it's got a clip for the hook, so you could actually swap that out with a different hook if you wanted. Definitely great. They've got some a lot of really great patterns. I don't want to dump everything out. I'm gonna dump it out. Probably can't even see them all, but they got some really great patterns. A lot of good tackle. Excited to use that stuff. Fire Tiger colors. They definitely have them. I don't think I got one. I was talking to Matt today because I didn't get many of the jigs. Now the closest thing I've got to Fire Tiger would be the pink. It's like a pink tiger stripe, but it's definitely not Fire Tiger. But they do have a Fire Tiger pattern for the jig. I just got to get one. Probably, I'm sure their Fire Tiger pattern is the same as this one for the eye catcher. It's really cool. It's a different pattern than what you see from other companies. That's what I like about them. They've got their own patterns. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks, sis. Any of you out there, if you've ever got time, please keep sharing my channel. I really appreciate that. You know, if you have a favorite episode or something, it'd be great if you shared it. It helps to get the word out for sure. There's a lot of great stuff coming up this year, including, earlier I said it, but I'll say it again. I'm going to be on Michigan Outdoors next week, guys. So I got to get out. I got to get my butt out and find some really great spots for fishing so that we can get this done. But figured I'd show you guys again for those of you that didn't see it. I think the red's going to be a good one. Look at these tadpole looking things. It's going to be excellent. Yep, all different colors. It's kind of a natural, almost a polywog green. Yeah, there's just a lot of great stuff. I think this one's glow in the dark. That's what it looks like to me. I am going to be doing a lot of, I was talking it over with my sister the other day. I think it's going to be a good idea. I'm going to be doing some overnight videos again like I did last year for smelt, except this year I'm going to do them for just about everything. I'm going to camp out on some different lakes. I'll probably spend 2 days on different lakes, and who knows what I'll catch, but I'm going to bring the cooking stove with me and the whole nine. I'm going to go buy a cot so me and Ruby can sleep in it. Oh, I got you, Luke. No, I don't, man. I really want it, though. I messaged them today. There's a whole list of lures that I want to try from them. They've got some darn good color patterns. Well, thank you, Woodman. I appreciate that. I really do. That means a lot to me. Yeah, an ice fishing segment for Michigan Outdoors, Dewey. Yep, it's going to be good. It's supposed to be, we're going to be filming it next Thursday or Friday. One of those. I have to pick a good day that works for everybody. And yeah, I got to go find the best spot that I can find. So I'm really hoping. Yeah, I really appreciate that, Woodswoman. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Oh, that's a good deal, Luke. Heck yeah. That's probably, you know, I was going to go look at my hardware. It's probably a lot cheaper than it would be at the hardware. All right, Robert, thank you. I hope you have a good day, brother. Appreciate you getting on. Keep your stick on the ice. Yeah. Red Green was the man. I always love Red Green. Oh, okay. Northern Michigan too. Nice. Very nice. I always love chatting with more Michigan people. These are some of the ones I showed earlier. They're kind of like a leech. The one's white with like red speckles. I think they're going to work as a minnow pattern. I really think they're going to be like a minnow pattern. And I think they're going to be just awesome. It's probably going to be my favorite one. They do have some more good ones, though, on their website that I have yet to check out. So I'm hoping I get some soon so that I can try them. But this week, guys, I'm going to be out ice fishing Wednesday for sure. Maybe tomorrow. I'm definitely checking more ice tomorrow. But, yeah, we're going to see what's going on. And I will continue to give you guys ice reports when I find good ice. Oh, it's definitely fun, Bob. Yeah, I did last year. I did 2 overnight. Stayed out. I stayed up all night and caught a lot of smelt. That's what I was after on my overnights. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I'm able to help. That's my favorite thing. I love that I'm able to help people out on here with any kind of information. It means a lot to me. Let's see. These are their imitation. It's kind of like a wiggler. It's got a lot of different little legs. That thing's going to dance like crazy in the water. It's going to be excellent. A shameless plug. Well, I think what they're going to do, they're actually going to plug for me, but, like on Michigan Outdoors, when they say, Lowell Miller underneath my name, I think they're going to plug it there. It's going to say of LT Outdoors on YouTube, which will be really cool. I definitely wasn't expecting it, so that'll be nice. Six hooks. Yeah, that might. I mean, it'll be okay, but if you start seeing that you're, if the fish are really dropping it a lot on you, I would just go smaller, man. It never hurts. Like I said earlier, I showed off. I use really, really tiny hooks. I mean, that is my average size that I use, and that's for pike, walleye, steelhead, perch, even you name it. That is what I use on my tip ups. Also, for those of you that watched last year, you'll see that I use the windless tip ups. Those are my favorite. I'm going to break them out again and be using those. So that's funny, Rick. No, actually, the beaver tail, I filmed that last week. I just didn't. I've got some random videos on the computer there that I could put out. It's kind of backup stuff, in case I can't get any videos. So no, it definitely wasn't that. No, the beaver tail was great, but yeah, I ate that last week. Hey there, Pat. Yeah, there is ice up this way. I was mentioning earlier, I did some driving around today, checking different places. Hubbard Lake, no, not yet. There's probably ice about 50, maybe up to 50 yards offshore, but that's it. And don't take much wind to break that up. So, but I did head up to further up in Alpena today around Presque Isle County, and Grand Lake had 4 inches where I went out on. But like I said, if you guys go out and check any ice, don't take my word for it. Check as you go with a spud, because you never know. Some places are always a little thinner than others. Lake St. Clair. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful, man. It's hard to beat being out that late at night on the ice. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's a shame, man. I know downstate even doesn't get as much ice anymore like it used to. All right, Greg, have a good night, man. Thanks for getting on. Hey, Rich, how's it going, buddy? Well, I'm definitely gonna do ice camping. Yeah, I mean, usually I don't sleep because I just don't see the point in sleeping if you're fishing. I usually try to, Like when me and Ruby did it last year, we stayed out all day long. I was up for like 18 hours the one day fishing, and I caught fish the whole time. So it was fun. But yeah, this year I do think I'm gonna get a cot, and I think me and Ruby are gonna head out into some of the different lakes, even Van Etten. I want to try lakes that people don't normally do overnights on. I know on Van Etten Lake at nighttime, there's a good chance there's a lot of big walleye in there, as well as some really big crappies. So I think we can get on them this winter. I'm gonna try it for sure. It's funny you asked that, Luke, because that is one of the reels that I am really waiting for right now. It is by far the nicest reel that I've ever bought in my life, and I cannot wait for it to get here. That's what's going to go on my panty popper rod, but I haven't got to use them yet. I mean, last year I used a cheap one. I think it was Eagle Claw or something, and I hated it. It did not the reels. What do they call it? When you reel, the amount of line that came back in was just too low. It took forever to reel that. I might as well have been using a schoolie. But this time I ordered a really good one. I've got oh, I know it's called a Black Betty is the name of the reel, but I'm pretty excited to try it out. 13 fishing. That's right. Yeah, I just ordered this the other day, guys, and like I said, it's definitely the most expensive reel I've ever bought. I love the color. I love everything about it. It's a free fall reel. I'm excited to give that a try. When that gets here, you guys are gonna see it because that's what's gonna be going to work. So end of January. Yeah, I mean, even downstate, man, they're lucky to get it anymore. Houghton Lake. Well, Grand's ready to go, and definitely in about 2 weeks, it's going to be real thick. Oh, that does suck. Yeah, I kind of figured down that far it's probably still open, but see this inline though, the Black Betty, it's like every crank is like 18 inches or something. It's crazy how fast this thing's going to be good for even deep water. It's going to be great because that's a big thing I look for. I don't want to reel a million times. It's fun camp cool stuff. No, Dewey. In fact, they should be right now. They should be along the drop. Um, if anything, in that lake, that deep of a body of water, they're probably suspended. If you have any kind of, Vexilar or anything like that, I would use one of those, especially on a little lake like that, and bounce around. Just bounce until you find a school of fish. Because honestly, I'm sure the bluegills are going to be suspended no matter what, especially that deep water. They're always suspended. So they're not going to be on the bottom. They're going to be who knows where. They might be in 20 feet of water, but they could only be 10 feet down. So I would really definitely use some kind of an electronic if you got it. Graphene? Interesting. Yeah, I'm not. Yep, with reels and rods, really, because that's the way it is with rods. You buy a cheap rod, chances are pretty good that it's going to break on you. So I don't buy cheap. I don't want cheap stuff. Oh, I know. I can't wait to. I can't wait to show it off, dude. It's supposed to be here this week, so as soon as I get it, I'll be showing. 13-1, is that what it is, Luke? I know it was something crazy. Thanks, Woodswoman. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a beautiful reel. It's going to go good with the color of the rod that I have. So, yeah, I'm pretty pumped about that. UP will be great. There's some awesome stuff up there. Oh, there you go. Heck yeah, man. Mark them. You're good to go. Yep, definitely do that. Go around that lake. I would start off just right off the drop off, man. Start at the drop, work your way out towards the middle. Maybe drill every 5 to 10 feet for a while. Once you get tired, go around with your Markham. and chances are you're going to find those fish. Yeah, Grand Lake's up by Alpena. It's actually just north of Alpena by, I don't know, maybe 10 miles or something. Oh, I see. It's a crazy ratio, Luke. It really is. I don't remember what it was. I could look it up, I guess, but it's it was definitely something that blew me away. I did not expect. Let's see. Hmm. No, it's 5-to-1 gear ratio. Two 5-to-1. 4 stainless steel bearings. But yeah, it's I think it's gonna be good though. Perfect all around gear ratio for shallow to mid depths of 5 to 50 feet. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be good. Hey Joe, how's it going, buddy? Hello from Pennsylvania. Hopefully the weather's a little. Yeah, I don't know if how many of you remember, but last year I did have a the windlass tip ups. I did a video on them. My buddy Ryan, aka Clowny, he actually showed me those, and they are killer. If you have yet to use a windlass tip up, highly recommend it, especially for walleye, perch, all that stuff, because it actually jigs your lure real nice and light, and it goes crazy. It's really good. All right, have a good night, Shane. Thank you, brother. All right, have a good night, PA. Thanks for getting on. Yeah, I'll probably get off in a little bit. Oh, there you go, woodswoman. Heck yeah. Yep, definitely got ice up there, and it's just going to get even better in a few days. So rain, rain, rain. Yeah. See, that's a shame. I mean, I don't know. I don't like rain, that's for sure. I also don't like all the snow on the ice, especially when it's thin. Our ice is only 3 to 4 inches out of it. Like I mentioned earlier, is that the snow sometimes if it does that and the water raises up over it, it'll freeze, and you're going to have what's called snow ice. It's not. It's a really easy to break through ice. It's definitely not as solid as fresh, solid ice, but snow ice is better than no ice. So I'll take it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be out this week, guys. I think Wednesday is going to be my first outing. I'll be out pan fishing on a lake up here with Shane, actually. And then, yeah, I'm going to be searching for ice. I'm going to be on Michigan Outdoors next week. So I got to get out and find some really good spots for the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. I did have that actually, Luke, and I felt really bad. It's happened to me a few times, and the one time on Venetton Lake, it was kind of cute. The first time it freaked me out, but I felt bad every time it would pop up. It wouldn't make it all the way through the hole. It would see me and it would freak out and go back down. It did it about 3 times. I went out to check my tip up. The ice was really clear and thin. I get out there and I could see the muskrat was floating up under the ice. The darn thing, just because he didn't want to get a breath in there because he was scared of me, he didn't come up in the shanty and he ended up drowning, which sucked. Even though I trap muskrats, I do love them. I love every animal. So, well, thanks, Rick. Yeah, it's good to be back, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Got a lot of stuff coming up. It's going to be crazy. No ice in New Hampshire, huh? What about the little lakes? A lot of our big lakes are still wide open too, but I've been traveling around and a lot of our real little ones are doing pretty good. Hey there from Saskatchewan. How's it going, buddy? From the great up north. You're definitely further north than me. Yeah, snow ice is definitely better than no ice. Oh, I definitely will, Woodward. Yep. I'm actually hoping to get down there for maybe a couple days this time. Little ones do. That's good. So you hear that, guys? Some of the little lakes down in New Hampshire got ice. That's good. Yeah, I went to a couple big lakes, north of me. I am in Alcona County. Basically, I've checked some of the lakes in Iosco too. Anything from Iosco north, there are definitely some lakes, and then I've heard of a lot of them. Some of some of the people on here today even talked about some that are, west, kind of in the middle of the state that are tightening up. So that's good. Oh boy. Well, what's the temperature there in Saskatchewan, buddy? I gotta know. I'm sure it's super, super cold. Hopefully, you got some coyotes. That sounds like a fun time, other than the cold. Hey, Tony, what's happening, brother? Dang, they're starting to drive on the lakes. That's crazy, man. How much ice you think you got in certain spots? Oh yeah, that's true. Yep. Yeah, I got to get down to St. Clair. I definitely want to fish that. That's it's funny you said that, Luke. I am actually thinking about doing the Michigan Out of Doors episode on Tawas Lake. I have to get out there first though and check it out. I called Clowney tonight and he didn't know what it was like, so I got to get out and check it again. It's definitely still like a marsh, but there's still some darn good fishing in there. The bluegills are really big, a lot of pike. It's going to be a good time, and that's something that they've never done a video out there on Michigan Out of Doors, and it'll be something totally different. You don't see Michigan Out of Doors on 2-3 feet of water catching fish, where you can swim right down the hole. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. 9 inches. Wow. I'm jealous, Tony. -32, or -43. Oh my God. No thanks. I love ice fishing, man. I'm sure you got a lot of ice right now, but no thanks. that sounds that sounds pretty rough, man. Holy cow. Yeah, you could probably drive a plane on your ice. Ugh. Yeah, I was out today. The most ice I found was 4 inches. But there's 3 inches on a lot of the smaller lakes too. So it's definitely fishable stuff around. Just got to get out and look for it. But I'm definitely going to be out using all of RBM Lures stuff on I'll definitely be using all that stuff on Wednesday. That's all I'm going to use this year, folks. If RBM Lures is working, I ain't catching fish, but I'm sure I'm going to catch fish. So, oh, Celsius. Jeez. Thanks for pointing that out, Josh. I didn't catch that. Still pretty dang cold, though. I'll have to use my phone to figure that one out. That's true. That is very true. You can always dress for the cold, but you can't undress. You can only undress so much for the heat. My dad used to say that all the time, and that is so true. Yep. But I'll tell you, man, some of that cold that you get up there is 15 inches. Dang. Yeah, we won't have that we'll be lucky if we have that, actually. The way this year's going, like last year, I don't think we ever, I mean, there was a couple spots we had some crazy ice, like out on Saginaw Bay, but most places didn't get very thick last year because we had this weird weather again, warm up, cool down, all that constant junk. Oh, I figured I better show you guys these. I almost forgot about these. I'm starting to have stuff made up on Shutterfly.com that I'm going to be starting to sell. I'll probably auction them off a lot. For instance, this is one of them. This is a 30-piece puzzle. These are all photos that I have taken. For those of you that didn't know, I do wildlife photography on the side. But yeah, this is just a 30-piece kids puzzle that I made up. I'm going to start selling puzzles and different, coffee cups and stuff that I make out of my photos. So yeah, I thought this was really cool. I did check the pieces because I thought to myself, well, maybe it's not that good looking in person. It definitely is. That I can tell right there, just the back of that possum on that piece of a puzzle. It's going to be gorgeous. They're going to look just like the photos. Definitely going to be great. But I'm going to start selling this stuff. I'm waiting for the rest of my order to come in before I start showing things off. Well, thank you. I've got some excellent ones on here. I've actually been watching a lot of my own episodes lately to kind of get me pumped for the season. Oh, thanks, Luke. Yeah, he did a really good job making that. I asked him back in, I don't know, I think it was August, maybe September, if he could make me one. And yeah, he ended up making it. I was shocked. It was really nice. Ah, cool, Luke. Thank you. I will definitely keep you posted, man. Here's another one I did. Again, these are my own photos. That's a 252 piece puzzle. And I have another one coming that is just over 1,000 pieces. That one is made up with one of my warbler photos. I believe it was the black and white warbler. Um, but yeah, I'm going to be making stuff, guys. I've got a really cool coffee mug coming with an Oriole. And for Christmas, I had a pot holder made up for my sister that had stuff on it. And yeah, some really cool stuff. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks, Ambush. Thank you. Yeah, they're turning. Checked out my photos. LT's Wildlife Prints on Facebook. I have a page for it, but I do have a lot of really great photos. One of my favorite things to take pictures of is waterfowl, but I take photos of everything. If it's wildlife, I take pictures of it. But yeah, I've got so much great stuff getting made up right now. I'm even in the process. I might as well show you guys. I am going to have a bunch of fishing stuff made up and a bunch of probably hunting stuff too, but I'm going to have outdoorsman puzzles made too, just for those of you that like stuff like that. Plus, I think when you make them and glue them together or something, I think they'd be really cool. But like I got this one here that says ice fishing, got a nice mess of crappies and perch together. But that's going to be a puzzle too. I haven't ordered this one yet, but I'm going to be. Also, I'm going to be doing stuff like, I think I'm going to take the RBM jigs, maybe throw them all over on the ice, get a good photo of those, because that'll be a fun puzzle trying to put together, a picture of a bunch of little tungstens. So, oh, thank you, sis. Yeah, she liked it. It was a really pretty pot holder. They put it together really good. I'm going to make a lot of stuff. So I'm going to probably, most of it I'll just probably auction off to you guys on here, or just sell on my website. Haven't figured out yet. Oh, sweet, Luke. Thank you. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I've always loved those too. And like whenever I'm in the store and I see those ones with like big bucks on it or something, I'll buy them. But then the other day I was thinking to myself, man, why don't I make some? Because I have some really great photos, and they'd be great, man. I mean, I'm gonna make a photo. I could probably do orders too. People could order something. Let's say you want one with a big buck or something. Get a hold of me. I've got photos. I could have them made. Oh, cool. Thank you, Woodswoman. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have some great ideas for the outdoorsman and woman. I mean, like that perch and crappie one that says ice fishing on the bottom. I think is definitely a cool one. Again, they're gonna come out with beautiful quality. I'm gonna start ordering more as soon as I can because it does take them a little bit. I think it takes like a week to get these in. Here is the here is the coffee mug that I had made up. It's got a whale. Again, I took that picture too, and then on the side it says "Love, Laugh, Family," and then underneath it's got LT Outdoors. And then the last puzzle that I had made. This is the 1,014 piece puzzle, and it's got that black and white warbler on it. I thought that'd be a fun puzzle right there, but yeah, I don't know, making stuff. That's my whole life is pretty much about trying to make a living on my own, and I'm doing whatever I can to make a go at it. So I've had a few people tell me you need to get a real job, but you know what? I love what I do, and I'm trying to live the best life I can. So I don't even care what those people say. Oh, I agree, Luke. Yep, hard to beat it. And then you can glue them together, hang them up on the wall, frame them. There's so much you can do with them, but it's definitely a lot of fun. Me and Mom used to put them together. She loved puzzles, so yeah, that's kind of what got me thinking about it too. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna make some neat designs though with them, and I'm gonna have a lot of different fishing ones, and maybe a picture of a tip up, and I don't know, just all kinds of stuff. really, it's going to be fun. I'm going to definitely have like a whole outdoors design collection that people can get. So thank you, Ambush. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. I definitely try my best, man. And I've always been that way. That's why I never understand when somebody does try to call me out because I've always been kind of the odd duck. I've always been the different person that doesn't want to do what everybody else does. I mean, I want to live my own life. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, Woodswoman. I appreciate it. I'm trying my best. I've got my dreams are coming true. People can knock me down all they want, but I'm going to be on Michigan Outdoors probably twice this year. So I think I'm going to be on. Well, I know I'm going to be on next week and probably the end of the month too. So it's I got a lot of stuff coming up, guys, and I'm just going to keep growing. The more and more of you great people that come on here and subscribe and comment and everything, all you're doing is helping me get a better life and just get the dreams made that I've wanted to accomplish my whole life. So, yeah, I love each and every one of you for everything that you do for me, for sure. Yeah, I agree, Bob. Amen to that, Luke. Amen, brother. That is very true. Yep. If you love what you do, you really don't ever work a day in your life. So thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. Yep, and I appreciate everybody that's ever donated or done anything to help me. With this channel. Huge thanks because I couldn't have done. I was self-made with all this, and other than like my sister helping out or any of the family members jumping in every now and then to help me with things, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. That's for sure. Oh, it definitely is. Definitely an honor. Yep. Hey, Scott. No, those of you that are wondering, though, now that you asked, I got the box right here. Robin got me a crossbow for Christmas, and it's a lot faster than the one I had before. So this year, guys, I wasn't going to deer hunt this coming season. I was going to go right to trapping, but I'm definitely going to do some deer hunting now. Yep, I'm excited to use that thing. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be on Fletcher's, Luke. In fact, it's funny you ask that because it's still up in the air. But with Michigan Outdoors, we're either going to be on Tawas or Fletcher's. It's one of the two. But the thing is, they've already been on Fletcher's, so I kind of want to do something that they've never done before. And like I said, I've never seen them on Tawas, so I think that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, 100%, I'm going to be on Fletcher's. I like to go there at least twice a season, so definitely fun. Well, thanks, Jason. I appreciate that, man. 5,000 by February 1st. Whew, that would be so cool. I'll tell you, man, when I hit 5,000, I'm going to have to make my own ice fishing dance because that's going to be a huge milestone. 4 was big enough, and I'm still doing a big giveaway for all of you that put in for that. The giveaway is going to be coming soon. I'm going to announce it after the first of the year. That way people still have time to get in on it. But yeah, definitely going to be doing that. Thank you, Bob. I sure do, Nathan. Yep. If you watch, I have 2 really good smelt videos from last season. The one video I actually caught, I stayed overnight in the shanty, and I think I got 120 something smelt, a big walleye, and a big perch, all in the same night. So it was a great video. You got to check that one out. Thanks, Woodswoman. I'm pumped. That's going to be an excellent crossbow. The one that I have right now that I've been shooting, it's not even half that speed or power. So that thing right there is going to be crazy fast. I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, have a good night, Ambush. Thanks for getting on, brother. I really appreciate that. I'll definitely check you out. Definitely. Yep. Anybody interested in any kind of cool Canada stuff, Saskatchewan, check out Team Ambush. I'm going to get on there and check his videos out as soon as I get off. I do, Kevin. Actually, when I was talking to my fur buyer, he was trying to talk me into holding off on selling because he thinks he's predicting that by the end of February they might go up maybe $1 or $2 more than they are right now. If I wasn't so behind on bills, I would have held off on my rats, but I'm still not caught up on bills, especially after that paycheck. That was crap, but Yeah, they will go up though. Pull it. That's I might do that, Luke. That's actually not a bad idea. I've never in my life done the polar bear swim, so who knows? Oh man, it's on now, Bob. Oh, to get in on the giveaway, I mentioned it last week. All you got to do is I posted a giveaway video. Go back to that video, just like it, comment on it, and share your favorite LT Outdoors video on your Facebook or any other social media platform, and you'll get put in for the giveaway. I'm gonna be doing a drawing and by the end of next week. So cool. Thanks, Nathan. I think you'll like it, man. It was great. It was a fun year. My fur buyer, Dusty, is I go to Ralph at J&K Fur Exchange in Whittemore. I've been going to him since I was 14 years old, and he ain't afraid to tell me if I'm doing something wrong. He taught me everything I know. Oh, cool, Woodward. Thank you. I've had some friends on Facebook too comment showing me pictures of deer they've got with theirs, and I'm pretty pumped, man, to see who all entered. In fact, when I do the giveaway, I'm not even going to know. I'm personally not picking. It's going to be a random drawing. So I'm not even going to know who's in it or what. So yeah, he's a good guy, Dusty. I've been going there for a long time, and he's just a good dude. Well, thank you, Woodswoman. I appreciate it. Yeah, anybody sharing this stuff is greatly appreciated because it helps. Every little bit helps. So yep. I mean, I meet new outdoorsmen and stuff all the time when I'm out fishing, and I'm always telling them about the channel because I'm shocked really at how many still don't know about it, and the ones that do find it, they love it. So, and like I said, I want to meet with a lot of you throughout the winter and anytime really, and just do little videos with everybody is what I want to do. So, eventually, I'd love to be able to travel around the whole state and do that. For now, I'm going to travel as much as I can. I'm not going to be able to go everywhere, but I'm definitely going to be able to do some traveling. I'm going to be going to the UP this winter too, ice fishing, which is something I've never done. Yeah, not into that, man. Yeah, especially on my channel. I don't in fact, if anybody's into that when they go fishing with me, I don't allow that on the channel. I don't allow that. I don't allow drinking because there's a lot of children that watch my channel, and honestly, that's what I'm on here for. I really want to push I want kids to see this stuff, this content and get that just that rush to where they want to go out and do it themselves. That's what I want. So I try to keep this as child appropriate as all possible. And as far as I'm concerned, yeah, pot and beer and that is not in the books for that. Um, yeah, there is, Scott. It's I was mentioning earlier. I went up to Grand Lake today, and there was 4 inches where I like to go. So yeah, it's getting better. Thank you, Dusty. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, I'm getting off. My hour and a half is off. So, yep, I will be chatting with y'all next Sunday for sure, though. So I appreciate it. And thank you, Woodswoman. Thank you. Absolutely, Dusty. Yep, I totally agree. Yep, something useful and yeah, I've already had a bunch of kids comment and message me that you know, hey, I just got my first beaver, or I just went and got my first muskrat today, and it was a blast, or went out fishing because I seen your videos, or mushroom picking. That stuff makes my day. So I really appreciate it. But I hope you guys have a great week. I look forward to chatting with you guys next Sunday. I will be there, rain or shine. So I will talk to you later. Have a good night. We'll see what the fishing brings me this week.